Do you mind doing me a favor? If you like this channel and these videos, give this one a thumbs up, and if you don't mind, leave a comment. Trust me, it makes all the difference in the world to the success of independent channels like this. Now for the meaning of the very important everyday English idiom, do you mind? Also used, would you mind and if you don't mind. Do you mind is used in two different ways in English. The second way is really just an annoyed, hostile, or humorous variation of the first. For the first and primary meaning, do you mind is used as a polite way to ask someone's permission or to ask them to do something. Asking someone politely, do you mind if, is like asking them, do you object to this? Or is it a problem? For this use, it is interchangeable with would you mind? And another common variation is if you don't mind. Do you mind helping me carry these boxes? Do you mind if I sit here? For the second meaning, do you mind is used as an exclamation of annoyance at something someone has done or is doing. Let's say your sister is practicing her violin loudly while you are trying to study. You might say, do you mind? I'm trying to study. Usage notes. Both senses of this idiom are not entirely different or separate. The two uses simply express one's mood or intent a bit differently. Do you mind can be used politely or with annoyance. For instance, in the first example I gave, you're asking someone to help you carry boxes. Now, if this person is supposed to be helping you but is not, you may be annoyed. So you could say, do you mind? These boxes are heavy. In the second example, you're annoyed with your sister because her loud violin playing is interfering with your studying. It is possible that you would like to ask her to play less loudly even though you are not annoyed or angry. Therefore, the same idiom can be used to express the same thing in a more polite way. Susie, I really need to study for my exam. Do you mind playing more softly or taking a break for a while? Did you notice that when expressing annoyance, do you mind can be used alone when the reason for being annoyed is obvious or given in context? When asking permission or someone's opinion, do you mind if is often used. Do you mind if I ask out your sister? Examples of use. Do you mind if I change the station? Would you mind if I call you back? I'm in the middle of something. Do you mind if we talk about this later? I'm late for work. Would you mind keeping it down up there? I can't hear myself think. If you don't mind, I'm going to eat the last piece of cake. It's cold in here. Would you mind turning up the heat? Do you mind if I smoke? Do you mind? There's no smoking allowed in here. Origin of idiom. Originally, do you mind meant, are you listening, or do you understand? By the late 1800s, it was being used in the modern sense. To mind something in English can mean to have an objection to it, or be annoyed, distressed, or worried by it. Therefore, to ask someone, do you mind, is to ask them whether they have an objection to something or whether it suits them.